That is for Deen al-Islam, religion with Allah since time began. That is for dhikr, remembering Allah, and Ra is for the month of Ramadan. Oh, Ramadan. That is for zakat, to cure our greed, when we give our money to those in need. Sa is for salamun alaykum, peace be with you, wa alaykum assalam.
Nothing ever happens by chance. Really.
Now they don't know your name. They will see your game. Turn the dark to light. Answer the call. No one can stop your shine. The world
Focus on the destination and not the journey or where you're from. Never ever settle. Make big moves from your small space.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We welcome to our presentation today. And today we are looking at al-amiluna alayha, the zakat collectors. What are the challenges and opportunities for this main assignment in zakat? We all know that in the Holy Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions the zakat collectors or the administrators, who are referred as in Arabic as al-amiluna alayha, which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala categorically mentions in the Holy Quran, where he says those appointed to collect. These are part of those that are supposed to be paid from the zakat collected. So then, this institution, this role is quite onerous, because it is by these people, the zakat administrators, that the wish and the goal of Allah and the objective of zakat can be realized. Because if the verse is there and there are no people holding themselves out to carry out this assignment, it can be very difficult for the goal of Allah or the maqasid sharia to be actualized. So that is why that institution must be taken out and be examined critically to look at what are the challenges of this, and can the zakat institution play its role in the society? Definitely it cannot play the role, because some distinguished people must hold themselves out to play this role. Because if there are no people playing that role, people will just be reading it in the Quran. They won't be able to find expression for it in the society. So when you look at historically, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who was the chief collector or administrator of zakat, trained his companions. He taught them how to carry out this assignment. And after training them, he would send them out to go out into the communities to go and collect zakat. And each and every one of them, they know the calculation and they know who and who should pay. So you cannot hold yourself out for this assignment if you are not trained for it. It's a professional assignment. It is not for every Tom, Dick, and Harry. It is for those who have received adequate training, expertise to carry out the assignment. In the modern world, this role has become more critical and more sensitive than people who are carrying out the assignment must be people of proven integrity. And they face a lot of challenges. Some of the challenges which they face are, one, there is lack of standardized regulatory framework for the work. We don't have a standard regulatory framework. Nobody is regulating them because most countries probably leave this out for the private sector to handle. It's not part of the public sector. But ideally, this should be the role of government. The government must be the one that will ensure the efficient, judicious, and effective administration of this assignment. So there is absence of uniform zakat laws across Muslims, majority and minority countries. Then the different interpretations of al-amiluna alayha and their responsibility is also holding sway. Some people some turn themselves to al-amiluna alayha. Some just leave this for whoever is available to do it. And then there's challenge of governance and accountability and transparency in this regard. Then there's problem of trust deficit and public perception. And you have cases of corruption and mismanagement of zakat fund by some unscrupulous individuals. Then the donors then prefer that, let me give it directly to those. And most of the time, the donors does not have the expertise, the knowledge, the experience to know who should pay and who should be giving. That's because of trust deficit by some unscrupulous enemies. Then there is technological adaptation and digital zakat management. Some do not even think that technology can be leveraged or can be deployed for effective collection and effective distribution of zakat. So that's another challenge. Another challenge is socio-economic and political barriers. So governments sometimes interfere into this affair and they are not qualified to do so. So then bureaucratic inefficiencies is also limiting effective distribution, as well as economic downturns. When there are economic downturns, it naturally affects collection of zakat, because a man who was able to pay last year, just because of inflationary scenarios, he won't be able to pay this year, and that is cutting across most of the countries. Then you have what we call human resource and capacity development issues. Some are not trained for this, and those who are actually trained for it are so minimal that it leaves a lot of gap of qualified people to do this assignment. So inadequate training of zakat administrators on modern financial management is there. The lack of standardized certification for AMIL professionals, as well as the need for ethical leadership in zakat institutions, is another problem. But despite that, there are many opportunities for zakat AMIL in the modern world. Number one, institutionalizing zakat for greater impact. We must establish national and international zakat management bodies that will meet to harmonize the various standards you have in various countries. Then integration of zakat into poverty alleviation programs. Now you can alleviate zakat into poverty alleviation programs for our country. Then we need also to partner with NGOs, Islamic bodies, and fintech companies. Fintech companies are those that will design mobile apps for zakat collection, so that people can do the calculation of their wealth in their private homes and they can pay their zakat as appropriate. Then there's need for us to leverage on technology for efficiency, because digital platforms today, they can achieve for us seamless zakat collection as well as disbursement. When we leverage technology, we can achieve that. Smart contracts for transparent and efficient zakat allocation is also available. Also, mobile applications for real-time tracking of zakat project is also available these days. Al-Amil, an administrator, can leverage on this to achieve efficiency. Not only that, we can also enhance public trust through transparency and accountability. The moment we are transparent and we allow technology to hold sway, it becomes easy for us. People can see what we are collecting, and they can see how we are tracking it and how we are disbursing it. That really, in real time, we can know who is deserving, who is collecting, and from those who are not deserving, who are collecting. Then we can also enhance the role, expand the role of Al-Amil beyond collection. So the Amil's role goes beyond collecting zakat. He has the opportunity of what we call providing financial literacy programs to zakat beneficiaries. We don't only collect, we also try to build the capacity of the collectors so that when they collect the zakat, they can judiciously invest it. And that zakat too, so that those who are recipients today can become payers tomorrow. Which is part of the role of Al-Amil. Then we have to also create legal and policy frameworks. So advocacy for zakat-friendly policies within government structures. We can also partner with government to ensure that we expand the zakat net, those who are going to pay. And it goes a long way in enhancing the productivity and efficiency of zakat collection. Then we need also to collaborate globally with Islamic financial institutions for policy alignment. We can come together in a particular region and set out frameworks, legal frameworks that all of us will become signatories to. And then we can standardize our operations, and zakat becomes more transparent, more accountable, and more disciplined in the way and manner we collect it. It's very, very important. So the need for a modernized approach to Amil's role in zakat administration. And we're making a call for a global zakat governance framework so that the importance of ethical leadership and technological integration in overcoming challenges is there. So and we can have courses in our institutions, specially designed courses for Al-Amil's program, so that more and more people will be educated, will be enlightened, will be equipped with the adequate knowledge of carrying out this assignment. Because that singular category in the beneficiaries of zakat is so onerous that we cannot just give it to every Tom, Dick, and Harry. It must be taken over by professionals who are ready to display high ethical standard in the collection and management of zakat fund. So inshallah, in Zakat and Sadaqah Foundation, we don't play with this. We don't joke with this. We have professionals who are occupying this assignment in Zakat and Sadaqah Foundation, and also going through online, on-the-job training on annual basis to make them Sharia compliant, and to also make them continue to receive the trust of the members of society. Till next time when I hope to come your way again, I remain Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
آمنت بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله واليوم الآخر والقدر خيره وشره من الله والبعث بعد الموت لا إله إلا الله آمنت بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله